Are you absolutely certain about the integrity of your research materials? In the fast-evolving world of peptide innovation, a silent threat is escalating: untested peptide supply chains. Ignoring this issue risks invalidating your crucial laboratory work and jeopardizing future discoveries. I'm Anya Sharma, your regulatory bioscribe at Peptides.today. Today we're dissecting why these unregulated pathways are a growing concern for researchers and startups, and the strategic implications for protecting your scientific endeavors. Join me as we navigate this complex regulatory landscape. Untested peptide supply chains pose growing concerns for researchers across Western markets today. Reliance on global suppliers operating outside strict regulatory oversight is creating significant risks. Understanding these untested supply chains is now essential for anyone working with peptide compounds. Inadequate testing and compliance controls can severely impact modern biomedical research outcomes. Risks range from inaccurate research data to potential enforcement actions, affecting the ecosystem. Untested peptide supply chains often emerge from gaps in existing regulatory frameworks. Peptides may be classified as drugs, research chemicals, or active pharmaceutical ingredients, causing ambiguity. Some suppliers label peptides for research use only, avoiding strict pharmaceutical product standards. The FDA considers a substance a drug if intended to affect the human body's structure or function. Untested supply chains use careful wording to bypass scrutiny, often implying research utility. Peptides can enter laboratories without verified purity, accurate labeling, or reliable documentation. This creates downstream risks for researchers unknowingly relying on compromised laboratory materials. Inconsistent classification is a major issue regulators face with untested peptide supply chains. A research chemical peptide today might be an unapproved drug tomorrow, impacting research scope. This regulatory uncertainty places buyers at significant risk, especially with incomplete documentation. Good manufacturing practices (GMP) ensure consistent quality, safety, and traceability for research materials. Many untested peptide supply chains operate entirely outside crucial GMP oversight, creating compliance challenges. The complexities of peptide classification and the absence of GMP create a foundational instability for research. But these are just the initial layers of risk. When quality is compromised, the ripple effects can be far-reaching, from invalidating scientific data to impacting market perception. Before we delve into the tangible risks, ensure you're always ahead of these critical regulatory insights by following me, Anya Sharma, and Peptides.today on all platforms for the latest in biotech compliance news. Now let's examine the direct impacts on research integrity and global commerce. Untested supply chains introduce measurable quality risks directly impacting crucial research accuracy. Contamination from non-sterile manufacturing is a major concern for experimental integrity and results. Impurities from incomplete synthesis can subtly alter biological activity, leading to misleading research results. Mislabeling is unfortunately common, impacting concentration levels and the actual peptide sequence. Lack of batch consistency makes research reproducibility difficult, directly impacting scientific credibility. These quality issues can invalidate months of critical laboratory work and significant research efforts. Untested peptide supply chains also face increasing scrutiny at international borders, impacting research. Customs authorities aim to prevent the import of misbranded research substances, posing new challenges. Peptides labeled solely for research often pass through customs, creating a gray market environment. This environment increases long-term risk for researchers relying on unverified international suppliers. Import alerts, shipment holds, and product seizures are becoming more common, causing disruptions. Unverified suppliers risk sudden disruptions with little warning, impacting research timelines severely. Untested supply chains erode confidence in the broader peptide market for all researchers. Reports of contamination or fraudulent labeling cast doubt on legitimate suppliers and slow industry progress. Regulators respond by tightening oversight, affecting compliant organizations and research efforts too. This environment also creates an opportunity for transparent, compliant sourcing as a competitive advantage. Prioritizing transparency and verified documentation protects research integrity and ensures sustainable growth. The strategic imperative to avoid untested peptide supply chains cannot be overstated. It's not merely about adhering to regulations, it's about safeguarding the very foundation of your scientific discovery and ensuring long-term credibility in the global research landscape. To stay ahead of these critical regulatory shifts and protect your innovative work, please follow me, Anya Sharma, and subscribe to Peptides.today for continuous updates and expert analysis. Before we sign off, a quick legal disclaimer. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. All compounds discussed are for research use only and not for human consumption. Always consult a licensed healthcare provider for medical needs and treatment.